There are hundreds, even thousands of different ways you can Bazaar flip in Hypixel Skyblock, and today I think I've found one of the best methods. Well, when I say I found it, I didn't really find it. It was one of the members of the Discord who kindly told me about this method, so I thought I'd share it with everyone. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. I hope everybody enjoys. So for this method, you are going to need a collection, unfortunately. And the collection I actually don't have, which is sort of annoying because I would really want to cash in on this method while I can. But unfortunately I can't, but I'm going to show everyone how you actually do it. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be basically buying and then selling Titanic experience bottles. And when I say buying and selling, I mean we're going to be buying the materials to craft and then selling it as a Titanic experience bottle. So as you can see, here's the method. 6 enchanted lapis blocks and a glass bottle. So you might be wondering, where do I get a glass bottle from? Well, I'll show you. The easiest way to get these is basically if you just head over to the wizard over here, or the alchemist, or whatever you want to call him, and you can just literally buy, 8 for 48 coins, so the cost of these glass bottles is virtually nothing. And if we head back over to the Bazaar, and we go over to Lapis, and Lapis enchanted blocks, as you can see you can get a buy order, you can put in for around 58.5k. Now, these blocks do vary in price. I've seen them as low as 52k in the past day, and also seen them as high as 62k, so this method is not always good. I'm just going to say that right now, but when it's good, it's good. At the moment, the margins aren't fantastic, but they're still good enough to warrant doing it. So if we create a buy order of 6, because that's how many you actually need to make one, and we go same as top order, as you can see it's going to cost us 350k. And then if we go over to oddities, and then we go to XP bottles, Titanic XP bottles are 367k. So at the moment there's like a 17 to 18k flip. The good thing about this method is that the orders fill up really quickly for the lapis blocks. So I've not actually showed you the method, so you might be thinking, well, why should I believe him and why should I actually think that the method is good? Well, that's where the problem lies. You're just going to have to take my word for it, really. Trust me, it's a good method. I was in a Discord with the person who showed me it yesterday, and they were screen sharing and they showed me how when they did the method, and I was actually pretty much lost for words at the sort of rate that the lapis blocks were filling up the order. Like, I just assumed that they'd fill up fairly slowly, but no. Within about 20 seconds one time, he put an order up for 60, and they literally filled instantly, which I just thought was, I couldn't really believe my eyes. And at that point yesterday, I think the flip was, it was about 27k. So almost 30k per flip. So that means that he would have made 360k profit just from those enchanted bottles that he actually did craft. And bear in mind, like I said, it took him literally about 30 seconds to actually get the materials. Obviously, there is a slight but to this method, and the but is that the actual Titanic balls of XP, obviously it all comes down to luck, and if you're listing things at the right time and people happen to be buying what you're listing at the right time. But they do have a tendency to take a while to sell, because obviously there's not a huge demand for those actual XP bottles. Well, the demand is still there, so I have a suggestion and a bit of advice. And what I would do is, just before you go offline, I'd put a buy order in, probably about half an hour to an hour before you go offline to give yourself a bit of time. I'd put an order in for maybe like 300 enchanted lapis blocks, or however many. You're only limited by how much money you've got, basically, and that's what I'd say. Then you would just craft all of your lapis into enchanted bottles of XP, list them on the Bazaar for the lowest price -1, and just basically let them sell overnight or go away for a few hours, come back to the game. And odds are you probably all the orders have probably been filled. But like I said, like, you could put these orders up. Say if you put an order of, I don't know, 50 enchanted bottles of XP up, or Titanic XP bottles up, they could fill within 5 minutes. Like, it's just complete luck. It's the same with all Bazaar flipping. It just comes down to luck at the end of the day. Now, if you don't actually have the patience to wait for the lapis block orders to fill up, then you can always just buy them now. They're only 2k extra, so they're taking 2k off your actual margin. But you could still just buy them now, like, they're still going to make profit, it's just going to speed up the process. And as you can see, just to confirm, there is literally less than a 2k difference, so this may be a more viable method for some people. Now obviously I'm probably not the first person in the world to cover this method, like with every other method basically. But if we do go to the Bazaar now, and we go on lapis blocks, you can see people are putting large orders in already, like 102, 160, 1200. The odds are they're probably going to be crafting them into enchanted balls of XP. That's the bottom line. A lot of people are already doing it. But as I saw yesterday, there is definitely still a lot of chance for people to make a lot of coins. But that is going to be the end of the video for today. I'm sorry that I couldn't actually show you the method. I wish that I could. It's the same with a lot of methods that I wish that I could actually do, just purely because I don't have the collection. I don't grind the game as much as I probably should, and that's basically my explanation for not having the collections. But nevertheless, it still gives you quite a good idea on how to do it, and just because I didn't do it in the video, it doesn't really make much difference to how you actually are going to flip it. The same goes. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a like. If you're not already in the Discord and you do want to join the Discord, it's linked in the description as always. And yeah, I'll see you next time.